Hello, my dear Cancers. This is the SunWoman, your empathic astrologer and intuitive reader. I'm here to do your readings for the month of June 2016. This is for the Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you'd like a private reading, please contact me at the link below in the information box. So for June, for my Cancers, you have a few things going on. The Sun is going to be moving out of your previous sign of Gemini, and that's going to be on the 21st of June, so almost 3/4 through the month will be moving into your sign. So that will be your time of the year, okay? That's when you have that solar energy for you. If you're a rising Cancer, that will be in your first house. If you're a Cancer Sun, it depends on where where Cancer is in your astral chart. But that either way is going to give you a surge of energy. And with the Sun in your sign, it's a great time to start new things, to put energy and focus into something that you want to create. It kind of highlights you as a person, your personality, your demeanor. Often a good time to make changes in your physical appearance, new wardrobe, new hairstyle. And also you are going to have Mercury moving into Cancer on the 12th of June. So you'll have the Sun there at the end of the month, and then at the end, in the mid-month, you will have Mercury, the planet of communication, in your sign. So this could be a significant month for you to be able to communicate who you are. You know, if you want to make changes, to communicate the new you, or what your new desires, needs are, okay? You also have Saturn at this time in your opposite sign, and Saturn's going to be there for a few years. So, you know, it may be a situation where you are, you know, you're trying to find yourself, and you are going to be focusing more on who you are and what you have to offer to the world, while at the same time there's a strong emphasis on maybe restrictions being put on you at this time by other people in your life, whether it's partners, whether it's family members, whether it's authority figures. Perhaps in your career you have to kind of toe the line and you know, get with the team program, but at the same time you're being prompted not to lose yourself this month, okay, as that Sun and Mercury move into your sign, Cancer. Okay, you also have the planet Pluto, which is in Capricorn. So with Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn, there definitely is a strong emphasis on the other, and really needing to balance your needs this month against the needs of others, and your need to be connected, and maybe restrictions, or kind of dealing with other people's power plays and their perception of who you are and what you should be doing, okay? But you want to definitely take advantage of that energy while the Sun is in the sign of Cancer. So let's go ahead and do this reading for you to see what the major messages are for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Cancer for June 2018. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross here for you. I'm using the Akashic Starchild Tarot, the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and Tarot Everywhere for the clarification cards. Here we go. You have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. You have the Six of Pentacles crossing. Oppression, which is the Devil card at the base of the reading. And interesting for me that this comes up when we're talking about kind of power plays, or people wanting to maybe have some kind of control over you, your actions, who you are, and your expression. And here's the Devil right here. But it is reversed, which is good. You have Serenity, which is the Hermit in the recent past. I'll move my hand so you can see the cards. You have the Nine of Pentacles crowning, and that is reversed. You have the King of Wands coming up in the near future, and for me, for the month of June, that would be mid-month. The Page of Wands in your internal thought process, your feeling about the situation. Five of Pentacles reversed in your external influences. The Ten of Swords in your hopes and fears. And the Ten of Swords is good here. Don't be worried about that, because that is actually your perception of things as opposed to what is really going on. And in the outcome, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And I always draw 3 cards for the outcome here at the end of the month. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords showing up, and the Five of Cups reversed, which is also good. So let's take a look at what's at the base of the deck. The Page of Cups here. All right, I like that. And then I'm going to pull 1 card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. What's my Oracle message for Cancer for June 2018? All right, this one's peeking out. Time for a nap. That's what the Oracle says. Time for a nap. And it is coming up reverse, so I'll let you see it right side up. Little fox there, sleeping on the moon. It is coming up reversed, and I'll explain to you why in a moment. But let's just go through the tarot cards here. So you have, and I'm drawn initially to the Devil card, which is at the base of the reading here. And this may be the distant past. This may be what's at the root of whatever's going on with you right now. So this is kind of the focal point of what you need to keep in mind for this reading. So with the Devil card reversed, I'll show you right side up. Okay. The Devil, as we know, talks about an influence, a powerful influence on you. Now, usually with the Devil right side up, we're talking about something that maybe is a controlling influence, whether that is a person, an addiction, a situation, your environment, something that is really exercising a great deal of control over you to the point where it may be blocking positive energy from coming through or for working its way through your life. Sometimes Devil energy is of our own making when we get too obsessed or addicted to things, people, situations, or it can represent an actual person in your environment, whether it is an emotional relationship, an authority figure, a significant other, family member who is in some way has you chained, has you bound, okay, is trying to control your life. Loving that the Devil's reversed here, because it totally resonates to what I was mentioning to you about the astrological influences here. So yes, you do have some strong energy right now in your opposite sign of Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto, which again refers to other people trying to exercise control over you right now in some area of your life, depending on where Capricorn lands. If you are Cancer rising, then we're talking about your 7th house, which is other people, your significant relationships, your long-term partnership, your marriage, your business partnership, okay? People who represent you. Now, and this could be managers, okay? With the Devil reversed, this is you breaking free, or this is you with the understanding, with the internal understanding and knowledge that you cannot allow something or someone else to hold on to you and to prevent you from living a healthy life, from having, living in a healthy environment, being a healthy person, having healthy thoughts, and following your own personal impulses, okay, and not being controlled or manipulated by someone else. All right, so the Devil here reversed is very important, because I feel like this energy in June is going to be so strongly highlighting and energizing you as a person, and your personality and your needs and wants and desires. you know, who you are on an ego level, but not in a negative way, because we need that ego in order to, you know, inform us as to what we want to do in life, what we want to achieve. So the devil here reversed talks about you focusing more on your ego needs, on your, you know, what your desires are. That's excellent. The Wheel of Fortune here is reversed, covering you, and the Six of Pentacles is crossing. So with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I feel like the energy for you as we begin the month of June is going to be one where there may be delays, there may be blockages, and, you know, very possibly due to this past energy that you're coming out of. So you want to move forward. You have this drive to move forward, to make changes, for new beginnings, to follow your own mind, to follow your own dreams and desires. But the Six of Pentacles is crossing you. So for some reason, there's unfairness going on here. There's not an equal give and take. If we're applying this to relationships, then it may be that someone is trying to take more from you than they're giving. Or someone wants more from you than is fair for you to give them. Could be a relationship, could be a work situation where you're not being compensated for all of the hard work you're putting in, for the overtime, for your, you know, your strong focus, and things are slowing down for you because you know that it is time. Spirit is speaking to you that it's time to make changes. But how but how do you do that? What do you need to do to make that happen? Well, there are a couple really good signs here, and I feel that, first of all, you have two interesting cards here, which is the Serenity card, which is the Hermit in the recent past, and then you have this Oracle card, which for me is very similar energy, okay, which talks about pulling back, resting, going back into yourself, meditating, centering yourself, rebalancing yourself, okay, pulling yourself away from perhaps conflict, from power plays, from manipulative energy, from controlling energy, and focusing on you, Cancer, okay, focusing on what you need in order to create and live a healthy life. On a holistic level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, where love is concerned, where family relationships are concerned, okay, where your dreams are concerned. So I feel that coming into the month of June, you have been in this Hermit energy of looking for a light at the end of the tunnel, okay, following your lantern, following that light that's guiding you to something and drawing you to your inner truth, your inner understanding and knowledge about who you are and what this authentic life is supposed to look like for you. The only way to do that is to take time and rest. And this happens to all of us. This is a necessary part of self-care. You know, as I mentioned in the intro video, it was important for me to take some time off from doing certain work in order to focus on my needs and on focus on, you know, how to create who and what I want to be and what I want to do for the next 10, 20 years and beyond, okay? So we all have that time where we need to pull back from giving, and refocus our energies, refocus our lives. I love that you have two pages here. So you have a Page of Cups at the base of the deck, and you have the Page of Wands in your internal, you know, thought process, what you are thinking about this whole situation. And pages represent newness. They represent new energy coming in, birthing something, okay, bringing something new about. The Page of Wands is energy in itself, okay, and impetus. It is communication. It is conversations, news coming in, messages coming in. It is what just, you know, Spirit just said to me, sending out resumes, that's, you know, that just came out of nowhere. But so some of you may be doing that. Some of you may be looking for a new job, a new position, new work, a new career, perhaps. The Page of Wands is also, you know, speaking your truth and being inspired by something, some new creative idea that is just a new beginning. It's just a spark, but it has the potential to grow into something. And you know, the pages are, they're novices. They are pages. They are interns, you know, they are newbies. So you have these two pages, the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Page of Cups representing emotional beginnings, emotional new beginnings. You know, the falling in love stage, the spark of emotional connection, the spark of emotional feelings, inspiration. Okay, that spark that creates poetry, creates music, creates love songs, you know, creates works of art. These pages also can represent children. So, you know, I have to recognize with two pages in your reading here that there could be a very strong influence of children in your life. Maybe some of you have recently had a child and you've been in this hermit energy because you are a new parent, new mother, or new father. It may be a situation where your life has changed drastically because now your entire life revolves around this other human being that you have to care for, and on some level, you know, they have that power over you. That you have, you know, you need to care for this being and make sure it's safe and make sure it thrives and is healthy. So, you know, it could be that energy of having a new family member, and that crazy period. I'm a mom, so there's a really crazy period when you become a new parent that you realize that the life you had before is not the life that you're going to be leading going forward. Okay, and it's a beautiful transition along that human growth and development. But it takes getting used to. Okay, so that might apply to some of you. For others, again, it may just be some new beginning, or you having to refocus yourself on concerns regarding your children. If you don't have children, then I do feel that this is news that is coming in. Whether it is job offers, whether it is an offer for love, whether it is meeting someone new. Some of you may have recently met someone who is younger than you, so it can be a more immature energy. It's not a queen, it's not a king, it's not even a knight. Okay, so new beginnings there. What's crowning you here is the Nine of Crystals, which is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And interesting because you have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and you also have the Five of Pentacles reversed in the area which indicates other people's influences on you. So I feel that, you know, on some level, some of this control that you may be pulling yourself out of or away from may have been financial control. And, you know, with the Ten of Swords in your hopes and fears area, you know, it could be that you've gone through a period recently of having to pull yourself away from this powerful energy over you. It could have been energy that was, you know, financial control. So someone else holding on to the money, someone else in control of the money, the purse strings, okay? And you having to kind of, you know, get in line and be beholden to someone else's financial gratitude, or not gratitude, but generosity. The Six of Pentacles crossing, again, this is another financial card. So a lot of this I feel can relate to having to rebuild yourself on a financial level after having to deal with someone else or some other situation that was controlling on a financial level for you. Okay, and you are now working out and trying to conjure up a new way to become independent from this energy. You're in the process of doing that. The Nine of Pentacles, crowning, is still in the process of trying to express your individuality and become self-sufficient again, or for the first time. If you are a younger Cancer and you've never been out on your own, and your family has always done things for you, or if you are someone who maybe has recently, with this Devil reversed, gotten themselves out of a controlling relationship or a marriage that didn't work out, a toxic situation, and so now you have to figure out how to become independent again. So I think there's going to be a big focus on that for you, and especially when Venus moves into the sign of Leo. That will be on the 13th, and then you have Leo season coming up in July. So this will be a time during July when I feel that there may be an influx of money. There may be an influx of newness where your finances are concerned. And interesting for me, you have in the near future the King of Wands, which is a fiery energy, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So very possible for me that you may be meeting a Leo or a Leonine energy, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that is going to bring in this new potential for you to gain your independence. Okay, and this is a good energy, the King of Wands. He's right side up, so he's definitely in your corner. He's definitely going to be supportive of your goals. This is a mature energy, masculine energy. Okay, whether we're talking about male or female here is not not important, but it is a masculine energy that is someone who may be very strong in business, an entrepreneur, a CEO, a manager, managerial type of or supervisory type of energy. This is someone who has a very strong sense of who they are. They're definitely they're definitely a strong, forward-moving, go-getter type of energy. They're very decisive, and as a partner, the King of Wands is kind of the ideal husband type, the ideal partner type, because they work hard, but they also are very focused on their family or their their loved one, their spouse. They're very proud of their emotional connections, so they not only want to see themselves in a good light, but they want to see their family members or anyone who is related to them in a good light. So they're a strong, supportive energy. So mid-month June, you may be running into this type of person, this energy. So keep your eyes open, keep your heart open. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is a romantic situation. It may be a new employer. It may be a new boss. It may be a mentor. It may be an advisor of some kind. It could be an attorney. It could be, a professional person. So with this Ten of Swords in your hopes and fears area, as I said when I put the card down here, I like it here because the Ten of Swords does not necessarily mean it is a real situation. These are your fears or your hopes. So with the Ten of Swords, as a fear, kind of perhaps fearing that whatever you've been through, the difficulties that you have experienced recently may never end. But 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the end of stress. It's the end of conflict. Okay, you've come through it. Yes, maybe you are battered, you're bruised, maybe you're betrayed. You were betrayed in some way, taken advantage of, perhaps. Maybe there was a lot of arguing, fighting, negative communication, negative energy there. But as I said, it's a 10. So that period is ending. That cycle is closing for you. okay? And if, you know, as a hoping that this is ending, yes, that's what the Ten of Swords indicates in this area. So we love the Ten of Swords here because you can control your hopes and fears, okay? You can control your fears and know that having a fear is putting faith in what you don't want to happen. So in order for that not to manifest, don't put energy into it, okay? Don't put faith in negative. Don't put faith in the worst case scenario, all right? Focus on something else. Time for a nap says focus on resting, on rejuvenating yourself, on taking a break from worry, taking a break from stress, because there will be a period when you will be able to move forward. That period is coming, okay? When the sun, you are in that you're in that sleep stage before we wake up, okay, with the sun right now in Gemini. Gemini moves into Cancer, and then that's when you have the force, you know, the force will be with you because you have that solar energy coming through to support you. And yeah, I'm really getting a strong Leonine energy here. So as I said, keep your eyes open for Leo. In the outcome here, we have the Queen of Crystals, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups reversed. So Queen of Crystals is earthy energy. This is a very grounded energy. I like this because this talks about being, and we're talking about the end of June. I like this energy because the Queen of Crystals is has regained her balance. She's rebalanced. She has her foundations. She's grounded. She is moving toward prosperity. She is giving birth to new ideas that are going to be on a material level. The Queen of Swords, which is can be an earth sign, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, is air, which is new energy coming through on a mental level or an intellectual level. So you have a few people here that I think are going to be very strong for you. An earthly energy, an air energy, and a fire energy to match up with your water. You know, you may come into a situation where you have a group of people who are supportive. These could be relatives, these could be this could be a partner. Definitely I see you taking decisive action, or being in a position where you can take decisive action to move forward on an offer. I like the queens here. I'm going to hold them up for you because the Queen of Swords is positively wielding her sword. She's got a new idea here, and she's ready to make something happen. The Queen of Pentacles, she has this crystal in her hand, so she is manifesting. And crystals represent, you know, the earth, pentacles. Interesting, you have two cats here, the panther, Black Panther, and the tiger. So that feline energy, I was talking about Leo before, you know, definitely coming through strong for me. And with the Five of Cups reversed at the end here, at the end of June, again, great energy because you're coming out of a period of sadness, disappointment, you know, heartache. You're coming away from that energy ready for new beginnings, ready for a new connection. So there could be a strong emotional connection to this Queen of Pentacles energy, or even the Queen of Swords. I think that the earth energy is going to be more aligned to you, perhaps in a romantic sense, and that the Queen of Swords energy is the need for you to take decisive action in order to make something happen with that situation. Okay, I'm just going to do 3 cards quickly on, let's see what I want to clarify here. All right, sorry about that landline in the background there. Please disregard it. Okay, here we go. King of Wands. I'm going to do 3 cards on the King of Wands. All right, so we have the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles. So I like this energy because what this means for me is that there's going to be forward movement. Still, more wands here. Movement away from a situation that was high pressure for you, a situation that was burdensome for you, and moving towards prosperity, moving towards making a change that's going to make an improvement in your financial situation. Okay, so definitely this King of Wands for me with the two Wands cards and the Pentacle card. I feel as though this is either a job offer, someone coming through that is going to help you either financially or professionally to take that weight off and make progress here with a new energy in your life. So look, 10 of Wands, moving that burden, removing that heavy weight that you've been carrying. 8 of Wands, which is all energy and moving forward. There could be some travel. And again, the 5 of Pentacles, even though this 5 of Pentacles usually talks about, poverty, what I do feel here is that you're moving away from that, because look how this person has his thumb up. He's hitchhiking, and I don't advocate hitchhiking, of course. Very dangerous, but moving, ready to make a move, ready to travel, ready to move away from this difficulty that you may have had, and opening yourself up to change. 5 of Pentacles represents change as well on a financial level. All right, my dear Cancer, so this is your reading for June 2016. I hope that this has resonated with you. As I said, if you'd like a private reading, please contact me at the link below. And as always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you Namaste.